So guess what I did today? I was going through some old pictures and guess what I stumbled upon? Picture of that crazy culinary tour in Rome. Yes, that one. Reminded me of that over-enthusiastic Italian sommelier. Good times. Those authentic Italian spirits, simply out of this world. Remember the additional aged Amaro I tried there? Gosh, it was something else. I miss exploring new drinks, you know. Every sip seems to have a story to tell, just like a piece of art. You know what they say about life in details? Yeah, that's how it is with wines too. Just the right touch of sweet, mixing with a hint of sour, producing a great balance of flavors. I feel like every drink I make has a bit of me in it, you know? Speaking of drinks, remember Ming's obsession with green tea. That guy, I swear, only a pandemic could make him switch from tea to wine. And even then, I doubt it. I mean, look at us. We're the same species and yet so uniquely different with our preferences. Like pasta versus rice, too. Can you believe it? Seems like a piece of cake. Choosing between two, right? But nope. Give me a noodle dish any day. That's the Asian in me talking. Jjajangmyeon over rice anytime. Ming's going to have my head for saying this, I'm sure. Well, all food arguments aside, remember our chat group and how all our chats somehow always lead to food. And today was no different. Just like always, our long chats ended in the unanimous decision to find food. Haha. If only we could teleport ourselves to some Italian trattoria right now. Anyway, enough of my rambling. It was really fun going down memory lane and chatting with you. I gotta get back to work now. These drinks aren't going to make themselves, you know. Hear from you soon, yeah? So you would not believe how creative I was today. You know my home bar, right? I decided it needed a touch of my personality. So guess what I did? I spent the whole day designing a cocktail-themed wallpaper. I know, crazy, isn't it? A cocktail-themed wallpaper. Sounds like something straight out of a dream. And you know what's even more amazing? How seamless this journey was thanks to Haley, my interior designer. She's such a good listener and really understands my aesthetic. And honestly, every inch of my home bar is going to scream Evelyn now. Even in my wildest ideas, I can't believe I got this audacious. Speaking of audacity, Yuna was raving today about some Korean fried chicken pizza. Can you believe that? And she was not alone. Hana was craving for it too. Now you know me, I'm always up for trying new things. But Ming called it an abomination. Ming and his serious lack of an adventurous spirit. But one thing that caught my attention was Yuna's interesting idea about a pizza-inspired cocktail. A cocktail that tastes like pizza, could you imagine? But hey, wouldn't that be something if I could pull it off? A pizza-flavored cocktail? If anything, it would be amongst my most daring experiments yet. The whole discussion made remember the importance of having an open mind. I mean, who would have thought of a pizza cocktail before? But now it's got me thinking. See, this is why our chat group is so much fun. We're always ideating, innovating, and laughing our heads off. Just like that one time when we couldn't stop laughing about Ming's green tea obsession. How he sulked all evening is a memory I will never forget. We have the best times together, don't we? And on that note, I should probably start brainstorming on that pizza cocktail idea. The challenge of creating it is really beginning to intrigue me. I may end up surprising you with a pizza cocktail on your next visit. Be prepared. So, that's about it for today. You know something? I've always loved wine, not just for the amazing varieties of flavors, but also for the craft that goes behind making each bottle. When you uncork a bottle, it's like it's telling you a story of the vineyard, of the soil, of the weather even. The despair of the harsh winters, the hope of the first bud break, the nervous anticipation of the harvest, the joy of the press. Every bottle of wine is a time capsule, capturing a whole year within its confines. Talking about wines, earlier today, Yuna brought up wine jelly. At first it sounded crazy, like something from one of Ming's dreamy beer sagas. But then again, everything seems crazy till you try it. In fact, I had tried wine jelly before and it was surprisingly delicious. It went so well with cheese. Unusual combos, I tell you. They drive me to explore and create. And speaking of exploring, let me spill my own beans here. Do you know what I have been foreseeing in my dreams lately? I dream of visiting the vineyards of France. Yes, you heard me right. The wine country. I wish to witness firsthand the love and sweat that goes into every grape that later matures into a fine wine. To deepen my understanding of winemaking and to finally meet the artists, the winemakers themselves. Now, if that ever happens, believe me, it's going to revolutionize my cocktail creations. Can you imagine the cocktail experimentation spree? It's got my hands tingling already. And of course, let's not forget the breathtaking beauty of the French countryside. France is not just about the wines, it's about the cheese, the cuisine, the culture. Oh, and you'll be amused at the cheese conversation we had today. Yuna, of course, was teasing me about cheesy cocktails. Ming surprisingly suggested a fondue cocktail. Can you imagine? So while we gently chided him for his weird cheese cocktail idea, I couldn't help but wonder, perhaps a cheesy cocktail isn't as weird as it sounds, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe one day, coming up with out-of-the-box cocktail ideas like this will earn me my own signature bar. Okay, I think I have rambled enough for today. Time to snap out of my daydreams and get back to my shaker and spirits. My customers won't forgive me if their cocktails are not up to the mark. So, catch you soon, friend.